Good morning, my dear students of grade 9. How are you all? So, we have completed one whole lesson and we have entered inside the second unit. Is it not? And in that also, we have completed our comprehension. Paragraph writing is over. So, the next one is our lesson, that is prose part, the sound of music. So sound of music contains two parts. Okay, the first part and the second part. So in part 1 we are going to see about Ellen Gilini listens to sound without hearing it. After listening to this title, The Sound of Music, we have already known that yes, the lesson is all about music. Okay. Now here, after seeing the subtitle of this lesson, I felt a little bit different because you see here, without hearing, a girl listens to a sound. How was it possible? This was my question in the beginning before I started reading. This was the question that goes around in my mind. Then I started reading inside. Okay, babies, I got really an amazing experience while reading this story. If you have books or your PDF formats, just start reading. I'll also post you the PDF, so in that it will be there. Just start reading it. Okay, babies. Okay. Now just get inside. We'll be getting inside a video. Just listen to it. But for your knowledge, I'm going to tell you something. In that video, you'll not be listening any audio. You can't listen. Okay? Only you can see to the video and you can read it. That's it you can do. Okay, babies? Only the music sound and the background music will be there, and there'll not be any voiceover, or there'll not be any sound of reading or explaining the content. Just merely it will be with the background music, and that's all. Nothing else will be there in the video. Okay, and if you wish, yes, you can read the sentences that are there in the video. Okay, babies, come on, let's get inside the video. So, did you all listen to the video? Yes, as I have told you, only the background music was there. Okay, so I think you might have understood what I'm going to talk about. Is it not, babies? What the lesson is all about? Yes, it's about one particular girl, Weln Glynny. Okay, and she is the only classical percussionist in the world of music which has made a solo concert career of beating, crashing, and banging objects. She has been awarded a long string of awards, including a 1988 Grammy and 15 honorary doctorates and counting. Glynny was born in 1965, was raised on a farm near Aberdeen, Scotland, where she took piano lessons and played the harmonia and the clarinet. Okay, babies, and this was written by Deborah Coley. So we are going to see about her, and she is basically a writer and a broadcaster. She has traveled the world while writing more than 100 articles for different editions of the Reader's Digest. She has been an on-air broadcaster for CBC Radio in Washington DC and worked for CBC Television in London and Cairo, Egypt. She was an author of Cairo, a practical guide, now in its 17th edition, of Lucy T. Slate's Doctor of Courage, shortlisted for the Otto Book Award with her husband George Coley. She wrote One Woman's Journey, a portrait of Pauline Vanier. She has been a member of Writers Union in Canada since 2001. And this is her website. You can just go and see that. Okay, babies, if you wish. If you're more interested in it, yes, of course, you can go and visit this website. I have went inside and it was so nice. Next one. I'll now give you just the summary of the story. Okay, babies, in the next videos, upcoming videos, we'll be seeing about the plot, okay, theme, message that the story is going to give you, and in detail about the character sketch. Each and everything we'll be seeing in the next videos. Okay, babies, come on, let's see the first the summary of the lesson. So first, who is this girl? Yes, she is Glynny. Okay, and at first she used to hear everything till the age of 11. Okay, and while she was standing in a platform, she was waiting for a train, and she was not a normal child, was it not? She was waiting for the train, and she is getting inside a academy. What is an academy called? Just tell me the name of the academy. Yes, it's Royal Academy, London. Okay, babies. So she was not a normal child. She lost her hearing. Okay, and she was at the age of 8. When she was at the age of 8, her mother noticed that she's unable to hear things, and at the age of 11, she became fully deaf, and she needs to go to a specialist. And he also told that no, she needs a hearing aid so that only she can hear, and she's getting inside a school for deaf. There she was determined to lead a normal life, but she's interested more in music than in studies. So all her teachers are discouraging her, except one teacher, that is Ron Forbes. He's the teacher. Okay, so actually this is a real incident, so that only we are showing the pictures and all. So each and every teacher discouraged her, but one teacher just pushes her up in life. That person's name is Ron Forbes. Okay, he is a teacher in her school. Okay, and he only recognized that she has some talents in her. And she drilled her by playing large drums to different notes. He trained her not to hear but to feel the music through various parts of the body. Yes, of course, we do feel the music, is it not? When we are closing our eyes and when we touch the floor, if someone beats the drum here and there, we'll be listening to the vibration of the floor. Yes, of course, by that way only, here she's also listening to the music with various parts of her body. And this proves her that she has strong determination and hard work in her towards her passion. So she never turned back, telling that, oh my God, I'm deaf enough, I have this weakness. No, she didn't turn up, but she just moved forward and got inside the UK Youth Orchestra in the age of 16. Okay, babies. And then during the age of 16, she was auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music in London. There, she scored the highest mark in the history of the Academy. And during the 3 years of the course, she achieved most of the top awards of the Academy. In 1991, so here it is the image of Royal Academy of Music in London. Okay, in 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society prestigious Solo Performance of the Year Award. Okay, Solistic of the Year Award, and she has been awarded along with a long string of awards including 1988 Grammy and 15 honorary doctorates. Okay, babies, now come on, let's get inside the next thing. So what is a mantra? What is a mantra? Yes, it's the hard work. We need to know where we are going. We need to first draw a sketch for us. Yes, I'm going here. You need to know it so that one day or the other, for sure, we'll be reaching there. Is it not, babies? Yes. And then, the world's most sought after multi-percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedules. So she, according to her, music is nothing but it doesn't force through your ears but through every part of the body. It tingles in the skin, even the cheekbones, and even in hair. Next one, James Blades. He's one of the masters in music, and he also appreciates Ellen, telling that God may have given her hearing, have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expressed music so beautifully. See here, James Blades is one of the master, okay, in music. Even he is telling that God has taken one thing from her so that given the other perspective of life to her in a different beautiful manner. Yes or no, babies? Yes, I think so. Yes, really yes. Many blind people could sing beautifully. They'll be having a beautiful mesmerizing voice in them. So it's all God's gift, right? He has taken their eyes, but He has given something good to them. So likewise, each and every one will be having some good things in our life, babies. Don't worry, okay? So one more thing about him is she achieved most people twice of her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. Ellen has given inspiration to those who are handicapped. People who look at her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given great pleasure to millions of people. And she is not only a instrumental player, but he's also an motivational speaker. Telling herself as a motivation, she is just delivering everything that if I can do it, why can't you? So just get inside into these concepts, okay? And come on, let's get inside the lesson in detail. Okay, babies? So first I'll be reading you the lesson. You can have a silent reading in your home with the PDF, otherwise with your books. Okay, babies? Come on, let's get inside. Now comes the lesson, the sound of music. Part 1. Well, Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. Before you read, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expressed music so beautifully. Here is a story about her, okay? Rush hours, crowd jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. Ellen Glennie lost her hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Ellen was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. For quite a while, Ellen managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Ellen. So in these lines 1 and 2, first and second paragraph, we come to know that she was waiting in a train platform and she was deaf, and it's just a 17 years old. She was not even 17, she's just 16 years old, and she is waiting for the train to reach the prestigious Royal Academy in London, and which is very famous for music. She comes from a Scottish family, and only by the age of 11, his parents, that to her mom understood that she was deaf and she couldn't hear anything, and all her marks in the classrooms also became less, so that her mistress told that to check her hearings, and they also went to a specialist and they told that she needs a hearing aid, which means they used to wear in their ears, is it not, so that they can hear it clearly. So they are going and they are getting that particular aid also, but she's not allowed to sit with the normal people, but she's entering inside the deaf school for deaf. She's entering inside that particular school and thinking that all her dreams will enter inside the darkness. Yes, everything turned black, which means dark. Third paragraph. But Ellen was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her life in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. "Don't listen through your ears," he would say. "Try to sense it some other way," says Ellen. "Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down." Forbes repeated the exercises, and soon Ellen discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. "I had learned to open my mind and body to sound and vibration. The rest was sheer determination and hard work." So in the third paragraph, she's just walking in her lawn, and there was a girl who was playing xylophone. So she wants to play that, but she couldn't. Is it not because she can't hear anything? All the teachers over there discouraged her, but only one person, that is Ron Forbes. Already I've seen that picture, image of Ron Forbes, is it not? He encouraged her by giving two drums, one a bigger one, the other one is very small. Okay, and he instructed her not to listen the music but to feel the music. Okay, not to listen the music but to feel the music. So she is also starting to feel the music but not to hear it or listen to it. So she is feeling it through her body parts and through the vibrations. Okay, and the upper drum, bigger drum music is very music sound is very less than that of the lower one. So she can feel the difference between the music that is played. Only that she made. After that, only the hard work, the passion towards the music pulled her this much. Okay, babies? Yes. Now, the fourth stanza. "She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performance. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. Now, okay, she learned how to feel the music. It is not to listen the music. Now she knows how to feel the music. Now she is ready. She didn't even think about her deafness or the ill thing about her. No, she just walked forward, telling that yes, I can do it. In the age of 16, she was entering inside with an orchestra, is it not? Youth orchestra. After that, she got high marks in the music part. She scored high marks, okay? And in that academy itself, it's a history, it's a record in that academy. So after that, first she was inside one orchestra, which means you'll be having 4 to 5 members in that. After that, she started to perform in a solo. She started to give solo performance, and she got lots and lots of laurels. Okay, babies? Now, the fifth stanza. "And for all this, Ellen won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there." And she got right on the top, the world's most sought after multiple persist, with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. So she is not interested in telling that, no, by God's sake I got it, but with the luck I got it, as I am like this, as I'm physically challenged I got it. No, she didn't tell anything. She's telling that if you have hard work and passion towards your work, you can achieve anything, and in a very short period of time, yes, you can achieve. Okay, so that only with the hard work, passion only, she reached this much heights. And it is not only with one instrument. Now she is interested in lots and lots of instruments, and she can play those many instruments also. Before, she was in an orchestra and that's it. But as she was performing all alone nowadays, she has a very tight schedule, and she's just moving all around the world and just showing her talent off, and she's motivating lots and lots of young minds also. So we'll be seeing about the next things and all in the upcoming classes or videos. Okay, babies, we need to discuss a lot about the things. So here we have 10 paragraphs, about which 5 paragraphs we have completed. Still more 5 paragraphs we have. Okay, babies, so those five paragraphs and in detail about the theme, message that is going to give us, so everything we'll be seeing it in the next videos. Okay, babies, so till this, if you have any doubts, call me or text me. Okay, babies, I think you'll all be having my number. Okay, babies, bye, take care.